everybody, thank you so much for tuning into this, your weekly reading with me, Lorien. This is going to be for the 12th of December until the 18th of December. Just had to check my calendar over there. And this is a general reading for all signs, whether it be your moon, sun rising in Scorpio, Aries, whatever. This is for you, encompasses all signs and all moon, rising and sun. So if it is a personal reading or something more specific to you you want, just go to the website link below and you can see all the information you need as to how to get a personal reading from myself. Be sure that when you actually send the PayPal link through, or the PayPal comes through, that you do send your information to. If you don't, you can send me an email and I'll pair the PayPal receipt up to your email. But I just to clarify, because a few people have actually started just sending emails saying do me a reading, you have to go through PayPal so I can fit you up with the queue. So you're absolutely fine to ask, you know, whether I can do a custom reading, because I do custom readings, but just giving me a question and do a reading, you know, you have to go through the process for me to be able to do that, or else, you know, it's not fair for the others. Okay, so this week we're going to be doing the Archangel Oracle deck and just kind of seeing what information comes through for you all. I did want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for subscribing, asking for readings from me, and also for just kind of supporting me. It's been a very tough year for a lot of people, and I feel privileged to have been part of your years and feel a great deal touched that you've actually invited me, by watching me, into your lives a little bit to help guide you. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Okay. They're saying one more. I don't know whether you just saw that, but there was this basically just did a backflip out of the deck and took this with it. So we have teaching and learning, clairvoyance, take from the top, one from the top, one from the bottom, claircognizance, and we have angel therapy. So we've got a lot this week with regards to certain aspects of our self, how we see ourselves, spiritual connections as well. Just trying to think of how to put it, because I did a meditation, as I always do before every single reading, and the overwhelming energy I got was just blue. It was just blue, but it wasn't the sky blue, it wasn't the type of blue that you see, you know, when you first wake. It was just a purest blue. I can't really describe it. It was kind of like it was all alive and alight. And to be honest, blue, you know, for me, it represents not only water and emotion, but it does represent the throat chakra and the communication elements of it, and what you may need to that seems to have been a theme, but it's, you know, over the last few weeks, but it's almost like there needs to be more of a communication between you and maybe a loved one, family member, somebody that you may feel has given you too much responsibility and you just kind of have to put them to one side. I actually feel a lot of you this week, just gone, and maybe into next week, you're going to be carrying some issues from the workplace. I've experienced them myself. It's been the most ridiculous few weeks, but I feel that you will be kind of going, huh? There'll be some things at work and maybe in the past week leading on to this week that make you feel like you just don't want to bother as much as you have done, and that the weight is increasing on you, and that you don't really want to bother as much as you used to, because you feel like you're not being as respected, or the people there, you know, you're not fitting in, or the people there are a little bit weird with you. So I think that they're not for everybody, of course, but there could be one person that you go, oh, I don't know, what about that? Why they see me like that? So it could be that you're taking this into next week as well, or starting that next week and just seeing what needs to be said in order to smooth things over. The moment you clam up is the moment paranoia starts. It's the moment that you start wondering whether they're looking after you and things like that. So just try and approach it with an even head and communicate your fears to loved ones and things, just so you don't get too paranoid or overworked or over analytical about certain things. But here we have the first card out was keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others, learning and teaching. So whenever this one comes up, I always feel as though we are learning constantly ourselves, and we also, I think, like to live a little bit as though we know everything. And I think being a little bit humble, just saying, actually, I don't know that person as well as I thought I did, that could actually help you a lot. And also learning by doing things that maybe hurt you. For instance, if you see that your cousin or your best friend or something like that, somebody close to you, is being very negative or something like that, and you just say, hang on, I need to take a step back from this energy. And it's going to change your dynamic, it will change your relationship. You may have to do that. That's the only way you're going to learn what your limits are, what your barriers are, what your boundaries are. Saying, you know, I am strong enough to do this, not this. And you can actually move yourself away from that toxic situation. It's also about being able to pass that knowledge on to the people who will need it. So it could be a friend that you say, look, this is something that you can do, I've been through it myself, and they will take solace in that. They will be able to feel more like they have somebody who understands them. So as you learn, you can also pass down that information. And I do think that's going to be really helpful for everybody in the next week. And you may be looking into something as well about this job thing isn't going away, employment law or something like that. So the next one was clairvoyance. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Nothing that we experience is meant to destroy us. Nothing that we are given is meant to crush our spirit, basically. So you may think, why am I going through this terrible phase? It's probably so that you can level up. And it's probably, some of you are actually delivering karma to other people. So you're being cruelly involved in delivering other people's karmas and other people's lessons, which can be very difficult for you in the process. But I think take strength from actually knowing that you have been chosen in that way, and that you are going to see things maybe from a different point of view from actually experiencing this. I also think that this is a little bit of, you know, when you get ringing in your ears and suddenly it just goes poof and you go, oh, hang on. Or you smell things, or you see shadows in the corner of your eye. There's been a lot of spiritual activity around my house this week. It just seems to be that this is all coming together for a reason. It's either to protect you, or it's to give you a signal that something's up and you may need to cleanse a little bit. Which actually, we've got angel therapy coming up, so that may be just saying that you need to cleanse yourself from some energies that are lingering around you, maybe from the work environment or the people that you hang around with. So claircognizance is the next one. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are unanswered prayers. If you're going, please help me, how do I do this, or how do I approach this, you will get answers. And I also think, you know, when they go, oh, that's a very strange idea, that's an out there idea, if it thrills you and excites you but makes you a bit scared at the same time, then it's probably the right thing to do. Also, I think they're saying if it's painful, it means it mattered. You may surprise yourself, actually, by how much pain you go through if you do decide to kind of say goodbye to somebody. Or a situation or work. But it's just a case of the new era coming in. They keep showing me the number 1, so it's probably because next year is the number 1 universally. We have to be prepared for that. We have to get rid of anything that doesn't serve us this year. We have to be getting rid of the people who don't treat us with respect, or make time for us. We have to treat people with the respect that we would want to deserve. But also it's kind of like the limitation thing. It's back and forth. I think as well, you're learning how much you can give to somebody without receiving anything back. And it's almost like they're showing me like this little black book of people who have done wrong by you, and they're saying that it's all very well and good to remember the people who have actually done you harm or done you wrong, but don't keep that in the back of your mind, because you'll just keep reminding yourself of things, you know, that went wrong. So keep focusing on the future, because they don't matter anymore. But if you feel pain for now, it means that the situation did matter, and that it was meant to be something that you went through, and that you will learn from it and it will heal in time. And actually, angel therapy, this has come up several times in recent readings, private readings. Give your cares and worries to us, angels, and allow us to take your burdens. For me, I feel that this is something to do more with the mental anxiety, mental stress of trying to perform and trying to get everything done and feeling like you have 6 or 7 jobs to do, or roles. You know, you may feel that you have to be father, brother, confidant, counsellor, then your works persona, then your best friend mode, and then organiser, wedding planner if you're engaged, or just, you know, you could be doing various different roles as well as your work and not feeling like you're getting any space for yourself. And I think that's something that you need to arrange and organise, because this is not going to be something that you want to take on into the Christmas week, or even into New Year. You may notice actually that things started this year, things started in the 9 year will not last, and you know, it unfortunately will not last. Nothing that begins in the 9 years seems to continue. So you may have got a new job and you may think, oh wow, it's great, I love it. And then next year, in the middle of next year, you may think, I've actually outgrown this already. And it was necessary for a time, and it was necessary maybe to pay some bills, but actually you think, oh gosh, I can't be bothered, I'm just going to walk away. And it could be that you need to do. They're saying the fit needs to be right. The fit needs to be right. For some of you, you're not actually in the career that you need to be in. I can resonate with that. Certainly the day job, but it just seems like you need to be finding the things that make your soul tick. I mean, if you're happy where you are and you just want to do something on the side, that's fine. But they want you to release the things that don't matter more. So it's kind of like, oh, well, he said this today and she said that doesn't really matter. It may annoy you, but it doesn't matter. You have XYZ blessings. Focus on them. Don't focus on people who are not going to matter in 5 years' time. I think actually that's what I read on Facebook or something recently. If it's not going to matter in 5 years, don't waste more than 5 minutes worrying about it. You know what I mean? So if you're not going to see these people in 5 years' time, don't worry. Don't worry about it. They're not going to be somebody in your life, and you can give that away and let the angels clear it. And again, if you are confused by anything that you're supposed to do, ask the angels, your spirit guides, universe for answers, because it will answer you. They will answer you. They don't want you to just, for some reason they just put me an image of everybody in blindfolds walking around a maze. They're not here to have fun. They're not here to just kind of watch you stumble across yourself and make mistakes and, you know, face plant into a custard pie. That's not what they want to do. They want to help you succeed. And I think that that's basically your trust in that you will succeed in whatever it is that success means to you. For some people, success means owning 15 Lamborghinis. For others, success just means being happy in your family and not having money worries. Success means getting your essay done. Or seeing that their daughter and, you know, their grandchildren grow up to be beautiful, and that's their point of success. Other people, it's owning a business. So each person's variant of success is there, but I think the core is that if you're successful, it means you're happy. Happiness to you is success. So I think you're going to find out what makes you happy, or redefine the idea of what makes you happy, and then set about owning that over the course of the next few weeks. It's a pretty deep month, and communicate with people as well to see how that goes. But yeah, it's very interesting as far as I'm getting for that. Again, if you want a personal reading, if you have questions on your mind, you can reach me at the email below or the website below. I'm happy to answer any questions. It's just, again, if you say, I bless you, I do have little bits of emails now and again that just say, my name is this, read for me. I'm really sorry. I would if I could. If I had all the hours of the day free, I would definitely, arrange something with you. But people who have already paid are in the queue, and I need to focus on them first. So, yeah, basically, if you want a reading, that's how you do it. You go first, and then you send me the emails and things. Unless you want a personal reading, a custom reading. Patreon, I'm going to start doing exclusive content monthly on there rather than weekly, because it doesn't seem to want to work weekly, and I'm going to be doing, I think, more genre specific readings on there, or method specific, because a few of you have asked how I use my crystals, and I do read with crystals sometimes, so I could be maybe doing a bit of that for people on Patreon. If you want to get involved, little as $1, you can support me for a month and you'll get all this extra stuff. What else is there? Yeah, 2017 snapshots coming through probably just the week before Christmas, because that's when I'm actually off my day job. So that's probably going to be then, and that's about it as far as my memory allows me. So do let me know how this week goes for you. I am wishing you the best of luck. Remember, we are all a community. This has just come through. We are all a community. We need to hold hands, embrace the light, and forge against it. So whatever it is, be prepared for just kind of pushing back against it. But let me know how everything goes for you. I would love to know. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing. And yeah, happy holidays for everybody who supports it, who celebrates it. And I really do think this is going to be quite a significant month. But take care, everybody, and thank you for watching.